I'm extremely tired. Huge bags underneath my eyes, but let's get it. Could be all for nothing. They already could be camped out. Could just be like when we did the JD one. I'm not meant for the early mornings, bro, I'm telling you. This is the game we're in. It sucks sometimes, man. Hey, what up and welcome to another episode of Creased. Now, in today's episode, we were getting an opening kind of close to me, kind of not. It was on the Central Coast and at Erina. We'd done one of these before for the JD Sports opening. This was for Fast Times, and when I was in Parramatta, the guy told me, hey, they're going to be opening on this Friday. Because I'd said about something else, and he said, oh, we'll get more stock in. I'm like, yo, I'm from Newcastle. He's like, oh, we're opening in Erina soon. I'm like, yeah, that's cool, but I'm in Newcastle, not Erina. But it's not too far for me. So what I planned to do was the JD one, I was a little bit more caught off guard. This one, we're going to get there earlier, but we're also going to scope it out a couple days before so I knew where it was, and we had an attack plan. So literally only came in to find out where Fast Times was, and we got a purchase. Could not go past the price. One of my favourite silhouettes. So the pre-game went well. I didn't actually film much of it, but when I was shopping, I went to, I think it was Glue, and I made a purchase. I've been buying way too many pairs lately. One of my favourite silhouettes. I've been on these for years, well before New Balance was hype, but the 574, these are 150 bucks down to 60. Now I used to get these from the outlets all the time. Anytime they were under like 50 bucks, I would get them. But now New Balance is hype, that rarely happens. So 60 bucks is a really good price. They almost gave them to me for 40 too, because I had a $20 voucher on my account. But alright, so what is it, about 10ish? I'm gonna go to bed, wake up super early because we're going to Fast Times first thing in the morning. Duke it out with some resellers. I'll be happy if I can get just like the grey gum SB Dunks in a 10.5. I'll be stoked with that. If they had the SB4s, that'd be crazy. The Haritos, maybe. I'm not huge on them, but I'd rather me get them than a reseller get them, I guess. If they had to run the Jules joints, that'd be crazy. You just don't know how many pairs they've been holding for this store. Like, I just hope because it's a skate store, they don't let people just go nuts. But I mean, they got raffles in place in general and stuff, so they should be used to it. One thing that's not a pair of shoes, local dude from Newcastle, Rowan Davis. He just turned pro for girl skateboards. I'm hoping they've got his pro model board there too, because I want to get that, support a homie. Real good dude, great skater, humble as fuck. And yeah, what you're going to see right now is me being tired as shit. Let's go. I'm extremely tired. Huge bags underneath my eyes, but let's get it. Could be all for nothing. They already could be camped out. Could just be like when we did the JD one. The only thing going for me, I don't think they've publicly announced it, and it's a skate store, it's not a JD, so the probability of how much is going to be there versus JD where they announced all the different pairs, I don't know. Let's go. So where I thought Fast Times was, it's still boarded up, so I don't know, it's meant to be open today. I'm gonna go for a walk and see if it's anywhere else. It's like 6:15. I don't know, bro, I'm confused. This is crazy. It's still boarded up, and just spoke to security, they're like, no, there's still no date on it, and Yeah, if it's meant to open today, the boarding would be down. I feel like there was a truck at the back loading shit into it, so I might go have a look there. This is either I've got info before anyone, or this is a complete bump stick. Because no one's here. There was like one dude out the front who was like a construction worker, so maybe he's meant to take it down. But you'll see that in a second. Actually forgot to bring my chair, so this works out quite well. I don't know what's happening. Maybe I should go see the people loading shit in. Although that could be for typo. So we go down Friday and everything's open. I'm able to get in, but like it's still boarded up. So I walk around, I see security. He's like, hey, let me just ring him and find out. And then I notice there's some guys behind and they're literally unloading a truck. I'm like, yo, is this still opening at 9 AM? He's like, nah, not today. Maybe tomorrow, but we're running behind schedule. I'm like, alright. I guess we're doing this again tomorrow. Waking up at stupid o'clock, and I'm not meant for the early mornings, bro, I'm telling you. But fast forward to the next day. I swear I'll be taking this team early shit way too serious because yeah, yesterday we rocked up a day before they were even ready. So they've officially announced it. They're definitely open at 9 AM today. Announced at about 7 PM. So they also showed what shoes are there. The only sort of crazy ones were like the Phillies, so maybe it'll keep the resellers away. I don't know. Still expect a lineup. Yesterday I didn't even remember my chair, so I got my chair this time. Well, let's go. Alright, we're here. I'm parked pretty much right near the door of where the store is. There's no cars anywhere else. About to go check the temperature. I got the chair in the back. I forgot the headphones again. Yesterday I forgot my chair, and there was one other thing that I remembered, or I couldn't think of what I forgot. I'm tired as fuck, but yeah, it was the headphones. So, I don't know. There's no cars in this car park, so I don't know, there could be no one there. If there's no one there, I'm just going to look ridiculous camping out this early, but I need to go pee too, so. Might have to check another entrance. The doors aren't even opening. Yesterday when I was here, like there was people walking around, there was trucks here. This particular entrance was open. It's not open today. I don't know if it's a case of it's just this entrance, so I might just go drive around and see. But like I said, there's no one in this car park, so whether or not it's a case of they couldn't get in here or I don't know, but let's go see. It is a Saturday, so maybe like things and people just aren't here as early, but I don't know. Maybe that was only open because they were still working on the store early yesterday. I don't know. Gotta figure it out though. This is like the perfect spot, like right here, right by the door. But the door doesn't open and people are already in there, then so when I got there yesterday, the doors were open, 6 AM, everything's open. This is being a Saturday, nothing's open. The car park that I'm parked in is empty. So I'm like just sitting there watching Dave on my phone. I heard the finale of season 3 and I ain't even finished season 2 yet. So we're sitting in there doing that. So I didn't know, because it was announced 7 PM Friday night, whether or not there would have been time for anyone to camp out. Maybe I missed that. Maybe I weren't able to get in until the doors open and people are ahead of me. I had no idea. That's the entrance that I came in when JD opened, so I might have to use this one. Go see if anyone's queued up, check the temperature. So I don't think anyone queued up. I'm pretty confident. Free bread. Back in the day on a night out, we'd get the free bread, the milk and a newspaper. I'm grown now. Alright, I could get into that area, but that takes you into like Coles and like a little market area. There's like a fruit shop. I think it was just Harris Farms, to be honest, but then when you go into the part where the actual shops are, that's all shut, so there's no one in the closest car park. That's been shut. They only announced it at 7 PM, so I don't think anyone's camped out, and I think I could be the only one. I may have completely misread the situation, and well, initially I thought when they posted what was going to be available, like the Phillies and the Pink Pigs and the Orange Label stuff, there wouldn't be too much interest from resellers, but you never know. These guys are vultures regardless, so I'm just going to go back to that car park where I'm right near the door. I'm going to, I don't know, what is it, 6 AM? We'll try 7 AM, see if the door opens. I don't know. Even when I went to the toilet just now, like, the lights were off. So, yeah, I don't think they're used to this. I still can't understand, like, why they have such a big JD Sports, such a big Foot Locker, and all this at Erina. When I was walking around the other day, there's just no one here. If they'd put that much effort into these stores in Newcastle, it's much better choice business-wise, but hey, let's see. I drove around to different entrances and everything. There was one where, say, Coles was, where I entered for the JD one last time. And that opened, but I couldn't get to the next area where the actual shopping centre was. This was more like groceries, markets, that sort of thing. So, back to the car. There's absolutely no one here at all, and could have got a couple more hours sleep. Looks like we're definitely getting some Phillies. I'm hoping they got a couple surprises like the SB4s, or I don't know, but I've just been watching Dave in my car. I'm gonna chill there for a little bit longer, then go suss it out. But yeah, crazy no one's here. I'm assuming the fact that they announced it only 7 PM didn't give people time to organise. Resale market's crashing as well, so I'm not mad at it. The sun has come out now too. The doors are open. I've seen it. Shop looks amazing. There's no one here. I could have got hours more sleep. I might even just go get some breakfast. We got like 2 hours still to go. I'm assuming there will be someone here before it opens, but you never know. Yeah, let's go get some breakfast. And they've got some really nice comfortable chairs like kind of near there. Worst case scenario, if like multiple people rock up soon, then I'll dig out my camping chair and do the proper thing, but let's go. When I finally saw a security guard lurking around, they were kind of looking at me, I was kind of looking at them, then they just walked through the door and I'm like, alright, they're open, I'll finish my episode of Dave and then we'll go have a look. Go have a look, there's no one there. I'm like, alright, sweet. I've completely overestimated this situation. I could have got an extra couple hours sleep. I'm going to be sweet chilling in my car. I think I watched another episode of Dave, then I'm like, alright, let's go get some breakfast or something. And when I did, I went to the toilet first and I came back out of the toilet, and then when I was there, people were walking over. And then straight away they got a little bit defensive and we're kind of like, hey. And I'm like, yeah, no one's lining up. It's only us. It was me and these two dudes and one of their misses, right? One dude travelled from Sydney, but they all knew each other. They all seemed pretty chill. We worked out, all right, none of us are each other's size. We should be fine. One dude's like, yo, I'm going to hold it down. And if you want to go get some food, get some whatever. I'm like, yeah, sweet. All right, there's a cafe up there. I'll go get a bacon egg roll, a juice, all that type of stuff. I'll do the same thing for you. You know, we're here, you know, as we're talking, we're collectors and it's a mutual passion. We've all overestimated the situation, but hey, let's make the most of it while we're here. There's a couple of people in the line now. One of them recognised from the videos, which is cool. Just got some breakfast while he held it down, so working out sizes, who's got what, which should be sweet. So about an hour to go. Just got brekkie and a juice. See how we go.
Hey, yeah, good, thank you.
Yeah, what size? Yeah, I'll check.
Thank you. And if not, then I'll let you. Yeah, you can have a 13.
And
yeah.
can I get a 10.5 or 11?
Yeah, sure. No worries.
Got the rolly board too. Got the 10 in the Phillies. They're only letting one pair. It is what it is, but old mate kind of snaked me on the 11th. Not gonna lie. Dude was like gonna snake one of the other dudes. He wanted 13. He'd already said he's like 11 and a half. And then like he said, oh yeah, I'm gonna get a 13. And I'm just like, homie just said like he wants a 13. I don't know why you do that. I was here from 6 AM. When they said form a line, I was like, yep, just stood where I was because I was already in line, sort of thing. Then old mate like jumped in front of me, and then like I said, oh yo, if you got these in a 10.5 or 11, and they go, oh, we got a 10. I'm like, oh, what about the 11? And they're like, oh, he's grabbing it. I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, oh, he grabbed it first. I was like, dude, I was here at 6 AM. Here's what it is. I'm going home to sleep because I can't deal with this anymore. I just can't get over yeah, I don't know. We got the Rowan Davis board too, which is dope, but old mate with that snake, it's on my face. I was like, yo, you really gonna do that? And he just played it off and was just like, yeah, I'm gonna cop these. Fuck out of here. Oh, I hate this game. We're all just saying how nice and how chill this shit was and all this, and it was cool not having to deal with like 50 other people and all these resellers and that, and then that. Oh. So as we go, a couple more people rock up. This dude that I recognize from the JD Sports in-store, he was actually first in line for that one. He camped overnight or multiple nights, I'm not sure, but he was not a bad dude. And like, again, we're going through sizes and everything, and he's like, oh, I'm a 13, you guys are gonna get them and all that. I'm like, bro, none of us are 13s, are good, right? Because that's what it was back in the day, where you would, you know, what size are you getting, what size are you getting? So you work out what people are getting, so we make sure everyone can hit, right? So he was a 13, he's hoping for anything. One of the dudes was like, yo, I'm a 12, alright, cool. This other dude's like, yeah, I'm like a 12 or something. So they're working out between them. They're like, one of them's like, I'm kind of, the hype beast in me wants the Phillies, but I'd actually wear the pink pigs. The pink pigs seem cool. And I'm like, well, I'm going to go the Phillies in an 11 because I need a 10.5 or 11, right? And that's all that was said. the dudes come from Fast Times and they let us know first come, first served. They're like, yo, get in a line. So I'm already lined up by the door. And then the dude that was like, nah, I might do this, I might do that with the pink pigs or the fillies, he just like kind of stands in front of me. I'm like, that's fucking weird. I'm like, oh, there's only 4 of us, who cares? All of a sudden a couple other people come, but still, I'm second in line, who cares? Get in there, and they've told us we can only get 1 style, so 1 pair, and he like rushes up and is like, yeah, I want a 13 in these. And I was like, yeah, I'll get a 10.5. If there's no 10.5, I'll get 11. And then they're like, oh, there was no 10.5, so we got you a 10. I'm like, what about the 11? They're like, nah, he's getting the 11. I'm like, he wanted a 13. First of all, like, he's not a 13. Like, we've already established this. So all he was doing was snaking dude size, or I did see him flicking around on StockX, but I saw him looking up the grey orange labels. And I'm like, is he snaking dude on purpose? Like, that's kind of fucked up after we've just been chilling for a couple of hours and everyone's happy-go-lucky. I wasn't going to put any of this shit in because I'm like, I'm tired, I'm cranky, who cares? I think he said he was 11 or 12, so maybe the 11's the closest he could get. But I wouldn't have put any of this shit in. I would have just, look, chalk it up to whatever. As soon as I get home, I'm scrolling on Facebook before I crashed out for a couple of hours. Dude posted up on Facebook, $550, pick up Sydney. Fast time stock. Literally posted 26 minutes ago. Size 11, the size that I wanted, but he's got them. I was so fucking pissed off, like, the whole time smiling in my face and all this shit, like, I used to resell, but not anymore, I just can't be bothered. Alright, cool, you know, it is what it is, like. And I was saying at the time, he was like, oh, you know, I flipped this because I was a broke uni student and all this. So I'm like, alright, cool. I was like, look, I've sold pairs myself. Like, for me, if I'm not going to wear it and it's just sitting there, I'll hit up my mates. They don't want it. Well, I could sell it to a random, and I have done it for retail, but like a lot of the time, people are just going to take it and flip it anyway. I'm not an idiot. I understand what the market is. So, you know, and we're talking like that. And then out of nowhere, like as soon as the door shifts, like as soon as the guys come and they're explaining shit to us, it just flips. And like I was like, dude, you really doing this? Like, and he just nonchalantly goes, I think I'll make this purchase. Like literally as fucking like that and smugly like that. And I bought my pair, got the Rowie deck, and I was just, I need to get out of there. 1, I needed some sleep. 2, I just felt rage. But this is the type of shit that happens, you know, these type of things only ever, like you're not going to get just a random skater or skateboard fan that'll rock up at 6 AM. You're not. You're going to get sneakerheads, especially when this thing's promised, but I don't know, man, let's have a look at these shoes. Alright, purple box, SB, it's the Phillies. It's dope that they hold pairs like this for openings and everything like that. I honestly thought it'd be something a little bit more newer of a release. I thought the 4s, I thought the Doritos, I thought maybe even Orange Lobsters. These literally dropped a year ago to the day, because I had something in my memories about them, on sneakers when they came out. So for me, I really like this shoe. But it's a 10. I need like a 10.5 or 11 in SB Dunks. So I'm gonna have to trade or something. But yeah, I know dude's gonna see all this and he can try and argue and refute whatever. But that's how it happened, bro. Like that's 100% how it happened. You cannot, like, all this video evidence leading up to it. I was definitely there, like when it was still dark. Definitely the first person in line. Homie, the young kid that was a size 13, you tried to snake him initially, then you end up snaking me. It is what it is, but I don't know, man. They're a nice shoe. They are a very nice shoe, just too small for me. So it'll end up being trade bait, I guess. Maybe I'll find someone to swap for a 10.5 or 11. I don't know, but this is the game we're in. It sucks sometimes, man. My thing is, like, I'm honest to a fault. I don't understand lying. I would never smile in someone's face the entire time and then pull some shit like that. But obviously dude would. And I hope he's happy. I hope he got his $550, you know, and all that type of shit. Is what it is. What do you guys think about this? The Phillies. I like the little details on it. We got hot dogs. On the other one, it's got a bubble gum. So it's for the Philadelphia Phillies, the baseball team. Got a little thing there. You got multiple laces. My man Rourke Striff pointed out that they're Man City colors. Straight away, I was like, I hate that now. But nah, these are a cool shoe. Great quality, great QC. I just wish they were my size, but what can you do? Hopefully there'll be a bit more content coming from Erina. I would have had a lot more B-roll, but they were pretty quick to, like, when we were arguing, I was, you know, making my case and point about being the first tier, about that actually being my size. One dude just out of nowhere was like, come on, let's wrap this up. Let's keep it moving. And I'm like, dude, there's like literally another 4 more people outside. Like, I would have got more B-roll of the store and like really showcased the store, but they were just trying to get us in and get us out. So it is what it is. I got the shoes, I got my deck. I set out kind of what I wanted to do. But yeah, hopefully with that store being there now, it'll make it a little bit easier for myself, people from Central Coast and Newcastle to be able to get SB Dunks. I would prefer if there was one locally, so I didn't have to travel like 45 minutes, but it's still kind of cool. So this has been another episode of Creased. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, leave a comment down below. I'm sure there'll be one from a dude saying that I'm talking shit, but refute it. Try and do something. There was people there. Peace. Fuck resellers.